Hey there guys, what's up and welcome back to another video on your favorite channel, Film Tribe. Throughout the 9th season, truTV's reality series Hardcore Pawn has altered the way viewers think about the pawn industry, featuring Les Gold, author of the New York Times bestseller For What It's Worth. The show depicts how he runs a family business, the American Jewelry and Loan, with his children Seth and Ashley. Here are the top 5 hardcore pawn deals you definitely need to know about. Number 5. Maserati Rick's Charm. Being the owner of the renowned American Jewelry and Loan pawn shop, we've seen Les Gold make profitable deals on the show, and this was one of them. In 2012, when Season 6, Episode 11, named Rick's Big Bet, was aired, it did seem like the bet between Seth and Ashley was the most crucial part of that episode. However, viewers were even more thrilled when they watched Les rip a customer off, which was completely unexpected. A young customer arrived at the pawn shop and presented a diamond-encrusted charm in front of Les. He also revealed that he was Maserati Rick's son, who Les knew was an ill-famed drug dealer in Detroit. Since his son had decided to break the cycle and refused to walk on the same path his father did, he was willing to sell Maserati's charm. Even though the diamond-crusted charm was worth $7,000, Les only offered $1,000 to Rick Jr. Eventually, they both came to an agreement and Maserati's son was paid a final of $2,500, which meant that Les had made an enormous profit.
Does work.
2,500, you got a deal. All right, man.
Let's get it.
What I'll do is take you over to that second window and we'll take care of it.
Okay, let's get it.
Number 4. Chevrolet Deluxe. Vintage cars are one of the greatest jackpots in the pawn business. However, while buying and selling, one has to be careful and steer clear of unprofitable deals. Otherwise, even the highest grossing vehicles can prove to be useless and at times can even lead to a major loss. This is exactly what worried Ashley and Seth, who couldn't ignore how some of the antique cars in the pawn shop were only standing idle and taking up extra storage space. During the first few seasons of the show, Les had bought a 1941 Chevrolet Deluxe for $5,800, which remained useless to the business for a whole 3 years. In Season 6, both Ashley and Seth insisted on selling the Chevrolet, and hence, Les had to finally consider selling the vintage vehicle. Fortunately, when 2 men from the Detroit Car Show arrived at Les's pawn store, the owner was finally able to make a deal and sold the Chevrolet Deluxe for a whopping $14,500, which was truly an amazing deal.
I got $14,500.
Number 3. Party on Wheels. A 30-passenger antique bus from 1989 was brought to the pawn store by a customer in the opening episode of Season 2. The bus was planning to be renovated and converted into a 55-passenger party bus for the seller's limousine company. Les, being a sharp-witted pawnbroker, knew that such an offer was quite rare in the pawn business. Both Les and Ashley were thrilled at the prospect of adding the bus to their store, especially after the seller made a discount and reduced the price from $20,500 to $15,000. Les was smart enough to observe that the customer was quite desperate, so the pawn shop owner tricked the customer into believing that he was walking away from the deal. Consequently, the customer agreed to the price Les was willing to pay. In the end, the viewers were impressed to see how Les got a $20,000 bus for just $8,000. Number 2. 2009 Ford Mustang. In Season 4's premiere, the viewers watched Les and Seth make one of the most expensive purchases on the show, which is still remembered even to this day. A couple who had won a limited edition 2009 Lee Iocca Ford Mustang at a casino brought the car to the American Jewelry and Loan, demanding no less than $95,000 for it. Seth Gold was aware of the rare car's value in the market and knew that he couldn't let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity slip away. Even though Les offered $55,000 only, he had to increase his offer up to $66,000, and the agreement was made. Considering the fact that the car was worth more than $85 grand, Seth and Les were in fact successful in signing a great deal. Now before we hit number 1, we'd like you to do us a little favor and click the big red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never have to miss out on any more videos we put on our channel. Alright, let's get to it. Number 1, Antique Eagle Showpiece. While going through the items in the storage unit his friend Tim had bought for $2,100, Les was thrilled to find a valuable eagle statue which he knew was worth at least $15,000. Despite the fact that Les intended to make a low offer initially, Tim wasn't ready to settle for anything less than $7,000. Eventually, the two came to a conclusion and the pawnshop owner got the Antique Eagle showpiece for $6,000. Even though the Hardcore Pawncast has been scammed terribly numerous times, the pawnbrokers on the show did bring their A-game while scoring these jackpot deals.
$6,500.
$6,000, we got a deal.
$6,100.
$6,000, we got a deal. You only paid $2,100. I mean, this is your payday to have.
This brings us to the closing of another video which we're pretty sure that you guys enjoyed. And if you did, do let us know by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. Stick around for more amazing content as we'll be seeing you in another video real soon. Until then, take care and adios.